Heel. Good heel, Duchess. Duchess heel. Good. That was a correction. She was a little far off. Good heel. You can see she's in the correct heel position. Head's kind of all over the place. Good heel. Go. Sit. Good sit. Good down. Duchess, heel. Good heel. Good heel, Duchess. It's in the perfect spot. Heel. That was a correction. You see there, I gave her the correction without saying heel, and she knew what needed to be done. Good heel. Place. Yes. Come. Sit. Good sit. Good girl. So you can see she's obviously a little stressed. She's not going to take a treat, but she is under control. She's just keeping her eye out for everything. Come. Good, come. Sit. Come. Good, that was a correction. She started going off to my left there. Just a quick tap, and she comes right back to where she's supposed to be. And this is the challenge. Heel. Good heel. But she knows what to do. So the challenge is, she knows what to do. But in this type of an environment, and it's not super busy in here, but you know, lots of new things she hasn't seen. So her mind is going 100 miles an hour, checking out everything. Imagine to some degree she's looking to make sure that nothing is a threat to her. Yep. However, she is under control and she does know what to do. Heel. So those two were corrections. Heel. Let me box this in here. Heel. Good heel. So that's the key. Good. You can see like she's following. She knows exactly what to do, but she still feels that need to check everything out. And we both know, as we've discussed, you can't really blame her for that. This is all really new to her. But when she's doing well like this inside, where she's nervous, outside, she's still a little distracted, but not nearly as stressed. Here. Good. Sit. Sit. Okay. So she saw outside there. That's where she wants to go. So she kind of pulled away from me. Again, I gave her a tap. Come. Come. That was a tap. Sit. She's a little off. Heel. Or come. Come. Sit. Good. See, she's feeling that need, excuse me, that need to look behind her. Heel. And so those little corrections just help get her mind back on me. And as we discussed last night, you cannot be afraid to correct her. It's having no negative impact on her. She doesn't hold it against me. It's not hurting her. It's just getting her attention back. Yep. And she has some interesting people. Every now and then she'll try and, go over to say hi to somebody. Yep. More often than not, she's not doing that. And if she does, and particularly because I have her off leash, I'm watching everything. So if she does try to go over to see somebody, I can give her a quick tap. She pops right back in. In here right now, I've got her base level set at 18, which is enough to get her attention. Good. Sit. Good, sit. And I have her auto increase set at 5. So when I give her the first correction, it's 18, and it's going up to 23, 28, and so on. As soon as she's completed the command and she's back in the correct position, I'm just tapping that red button, goes right back to the base level. Duchess, heel. So, Duchess, heel. Get another door outside. Heel. Good. Both times I said heel there, it was a correction, quick correction, and right back to base level. Good. So keeping in mind, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm very confident with her, and I'm hyper focused on her. So I'm watching the environment, I'm watching her, so that I can give her those little corrections. And what I can tell you is over the last 3 days, the amount, good girl, the amount of corrections has gone way down. That's exactly what we want to see. As we discussed last night, that consistency is huge. Because now I can even correct her without saying heel, and she knows exactly what she's supposed to do. She pops right back into the heel position. And you can see along here, like, no issue. Healing perfectly. But she's a little concerned about that, but we've been by enough carts now that it's no big deal for her. Sit. Good. Sit. Down. 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 She got 2 taps there for down. So the first one was free. Then it was on 18. Then it was on 23. And I want you to notice how fast I made those corrections. I didn't give her a ton of time to think about it because she knows what to do. Come. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Perfect, Rico. Seeing her tail's going there. So it's like she wants to enjoy this. Heel. You see her tail's up. Heel. 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 Challenging me a bit. Good. Heel. See her tail's up. So it's not like she's terrified and her tail's tucked behind the leg and or between her legs and she can't stand it. See that tail? That's a good indication that she's not overstressed, she's not shutting down, she's not super comfortable, but she's handling herself well and she's correcting easily, and there has been improvement day by day, and that's the really important thing. Good. That again was a correction. She kind of looked off to the left, started wandering a bit, and because I'm focused on her, I could see that and make an instant correction. And where is she now? right in the heel position. Good heel. Heel. 3 days ago, there's no way I would have had her off a leash in this store. Heel. Good. See, I didn't even have to say heel. She saw me turn, followed right beside me. And now she's in that perfect heel. A little less going on down in this aisle. Not as many people and carts moving about. So she's not struggling at all to stay in that heel position. And a big thing, as we've discussed, I'm gonna, continue emphasizing this. Heel. Good. Heel. Heel. That was a double tap, and then a quick reset. Heel. She can hear that noise behind, so she's a little concerned. But again, it's not like she's running off. It's not like she's cowering. She is staying in control because she trusts me. So that, handling her with confidence, having high expectations. Heel. Good. Sit. Sit. Good. See, she's all concerned about that. Good. Heel. Right away. Heel. Heel. So right away there, as I said, heel, we started walking. The first one was a freebie, but right away she started to get out in front. So I corrected her right away. And having that confidence to make those corrections quickly, to, be a good leader for her. Heel. Good. Heel. There's a group of people up here. Let's go put her in a down over here. Good heel. That leadership and confidence is huge. She needs that. Sit. Good. Sit. Down. Duchess, down. Down. Good, down. See how focused she was on those people. So again, she got corrected there, but no big deal. It just got our attention back on what we wanted her to do. Come. Good, come. Come. Sit. Heel. Heel. Good heel. So on that recall, she did get a tap because she started going off to the right. Brought her right back to me. And on the heel, because she was so focused on that guy, she got a correction as well. But as you can see, it's no big deal. It's not having a negative effect on her. Those corrections are heel, heel, allowing her to get her focus back on me and do what she needs to do. Heel. Good. Sit. Good. Sit. Down. Good. Down. So all in all, not too bad. Come. Good. Come. Come. Sit. Good. Okay, we're going to get her a drink of water and get outside for a bit. So we just came out of Rona. And, you saw how many times she needed to be corrected in there. Here we are in the vehicle. And she's calm right back down. You can see her taking that treat. Good girl. Yes. See, she's not holding it against me. She doesn't hate me because I corrected her. It's not a big deal. She's settled out. Good girl. Get you a drink of water. There you go. That's our dog. Go. There we go. Well-deserved drink. Right, here we are, Friday afternoon. Had a good visit into town, couple of stores, and we have Duchess out here off leash on a little trail hike. Heel. And so my expectations for her don't change. Doesn't matter whether I'm in the backyard, in a store, downtown, on the street, on a hiking trail. Nothing changes. Other than you may have to adjust your levels. So she's pretty excited to be out here. I have her base level at the moment set at 15. And we just got here and I'm making sure that I have complete control over. Sit. Good sit. Down. Run some command. Down. Good. Down. Heel. Run some commands with her before I release her with the BREAK command and let her have some freedom. I don't want to just get to a new place like this, a hiking trail or a park or whatever, and let her start to run around like crazy. I want her to understand that, hey, we're somewhere new, we're somewhere exciting, but the rules don't change. And so I'm going to keep a good eye out for her to see if, this base level of 15 at the moment seems to be plenty. She's a little distracted. I can tell she wants to run off, do some sniffing, but she's maintaining a decent heel. So we'll just go along for a couple of minutes and then I'm going to give her a chance to release. Also want to mention what I'm really going to watch out for here. There's a number of cars in the parking lot. Is I'm watching out for other people and their dog. There's a corner coming up here, so I'm, keeping her tight. I don't know exactly how she'll respond to another dog. The ones we've seen so far, there's been no issues, but if somebody's out here with an off-leash dog that's going to come running at us, I don't know what she's going to do. So if I hear or see anybody coming, I'm going to put her back on leash right away. I know I have control of her heel. Good, but I don't know about that other dog. Sit. Sit. See, she's pretty distracted. So even her sit there, I had to give her a little tap. And I did it fairly quickly because I want her to sit. And now, break. Give her the leash command. And she can roam about. So, she is a nervous dog, a little bit anxious out in those busy store environments with, lots of people and shopping carts and announcements and things she's never seen and people dropping lumber and all sorts of crazy stuff. She is under control, but she's a little bit nervous. And then we have the fact that she's just a distracted dog. So, she's sniffing everything, she's looking at everything. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a challenge initially, just to make sure that you're making those corrections when they need it. Otherwise, she's just going to go back to what she was doing. She's going to assume the leadership role, and that's not what we want. We want you guys in that leadership role, controlling her, letting her know that you're the boss, that you have her back. And part of that is advocating when there's other dogs around. So we don't do any greetings with random dogs that we don't know, because we don't know how they're going to respond to her. We don't know how she's going to respond to them. Also, she's unfixed, so we don't want some, rangy male dog coming and trying to mount her, because that will turn into a lot of drama, I promise you. So we're just going to advocate for her and make sure that, random dogs don't have the chance to come up and just get in her face. We do that by either putting her in a sit, putting her down, make sure she's back on leash, asking the people, please call your dog. I always do it nicely the first time. Please call your dog. Oh, he just wants to come and say hi. My dog doesn't want to say hi. Please control your dog. And it sort of escalates after that if they don't. Check a recall. Come. No response. Come. Come. Good, come. Good, come. Sit. Good. Heel. So you can see it took a couple of taps there. So what I'm going to do when I release her, I'm on 15, but when I release her, I'm going to turn that base up to 20 because I want her to respond a lot faster. Heel. You can see her nose is just taking her. And so long as she's walking beside me, I don't mind if she puts her nose down and sniffs, has a little sniff here and there like that. I don't mind. You can see she's looking over to, double check where she is. That's fine, but if that nose starts to lead her off, then I'm going to correct her for it. She can sniff all she wants once I release her, but while she's in the heel, while she's in the heel, I want her to control. Here comes the dog here. Sit. Give us a second. Okay, heel. So that was a lady that had a giant dog. It looked like some sort of a St. Bernard cross. She had a leash on it, but she wasn't holding the leash. And I got the leash on Duchess right away. I'm pretty sure we could have just walked by off leash, but again, I'm not going to put Duchess or myself in a situation where, there could be some drama with dog interaction. So I just had Duchess sit. And the other dog was pretty excited, gave a little bit of a growl. Duchess got up from the sit. I dialed up. I tapped her on 40. She instantly looked at me, sat back down. The dog walked by, heel, and we're back into a heel position. So, it's unfortunate. We just never know what's going to happen when two dogs meet. They could be the nicest dogs in the world, but if they don't know each other, you never know what's going to happen. So the point of all that is advocate for your dog. And I don't think she's dog aggressive, but I have no doubt if a dog, started to get aggressive with her or tried to dominate her, she's not going to put up with it. She's not going to cower. She's not going to roll over on her belly and submit to another dog. She is going to fight it out. And then you end up in a whole bunch of drama. So best just to avoid that. If you have friends, family, neighbors, they have a dog, and, these two have been introduced, they get along well, then great. She got a dog to play with. But other than that, it's just far too much risk. Again, she's your dog. It's up to you. You can make the decision you want. All I can do is tell you from my experience, from feedback from clients, from, phone calls I get from people who have had their dogs attacked at a dog park or their dog attacked another dog at a dog park, that it's just not worth the risk. She likes being with the humans. She doesn't need a pack of dogs. Would she enjoy it? Yeah, she might, sure. But she'd also enjoy eating roast beef every night. So we have to sort of balance out what she wants and what's good for her. And having really good obedience, having you guys as leaders. Oh, here comes somebody else. Sit. I'm not sure. We'll check it out. Yeah. Okay, so that was a couple of older ladies, and they have it look like a little pug, French bulldog or Boston Terrier cross, off leash. Wasn't barking or anything, but it was walking straight at us. It's going to come up and say hi, and looks all cute and all the rest, but just have no idea. That little dog comes right up, gets in Duchess's face. She doesn't like it. Next thing, we've got a lot of drama with a little dog. So to avoid that, I just put her on a leash, had her go into a sit, and then we were able to heel by them. One of the things you want to watch for in terms of that dog reactivity is Duchess staring at other dogs. So you're walking along, she sees another dog, she starts staring at it. And what happens is her adrenaline will start to build. And it'll build and it'll build and it'll build until she either, you know, tries to go to that dog, pulls, barks, whatever. So what we want to do is we want to shut that off before it even has a chance to happen. So if she looks over to another dog and looks back, not an issue, no big deal. If she looks over another dog and starts staring, what you're going to notice, her ears will go up, her mouth will come open, her eyes get a little wider, her hackles go up, and that is her adrenaline starting to build, overexcitement starting. So she looks over another dog. If she doesn't look back right away, I want you to dial up, give her a correction with no or leave it, either. And it has to be a high level correction, because what we're doing is shutting that off. And here we've got a golden coming. Sit, sit. So you can see here, sit, sit. I'm at 30 to get her attention. The lady's calling it back. There's actually a couple dogs here. Let's see what happens. Sorry, I can't videotape this. I have to have my hands and my attention on Duchess. All right, so that time it was a younger lady with a couple of golden retrievers. And, you know, she knew what she was doing. She got her dogs back on the leash right away. And we just walked by. And I did exactly what I just said. Duchess looked over, started staring at her. I cranked it up to 50, said no, gave her a tap. She looked away from the dogs, got back to my side, and we were able to walk by him with no drama. I didn't reset right away. I watched, and she started trying to look back over her shoulder at the dogs. I gave her another quick correction on 50, and she's right back in the heel position. No drama. So now that she's back into it, I'm back down to 15 again. Took my base level back down. Let's put her in a place. Duchess, place. Yes, come. Come, sit. Good sit. You having fun out in the woods? Yeah, see? So she got a high level correction. Sit. Sit. Good sit. But no issue. It's not like she hates me. She's not thinking about that correction she had and being all sad. It's no big deal. We're just moving on. Come. Come. Sit. Come. Sit. Good sit. Heel. So, you know, it is a little bit of work when you're out with your dog to make sure that they're safe, but definitely worth the effort, and definitely way less hassle, way less drama than letting her have those random interactions and having something happen. And particularly if there's any chance of injury, you know, off to the vet you go and sit. You know, potentially liable for anything she does to somebody else's dog. So we'll just be responsible about it. Nobody around. You know, get a nice free space. Break. And she is a nice dog, and I don't think she's going to attack any other dogs. You know, and you said you've seen her outside the dog park or at the dog park and nothing happened. And again, that's all great. However, you never know. And I can tell you that dogs get attacked and killed at dog parks across North America literally on a daily basis. And, you know, you can follow forums and groups about it and you'll just see it. It turns into just a nightmare because people who don't have control of their dogs take them to dog parks so that they can run around and be free, which is all great. But if you don't have control of your dog, then it turns into an issue. And now, break. Now she can run around. And again, I mean, it's up to you guys. If you want to let her play with some other dogs, you know, you can absolutely do that. You just really want to keep an eye on it. You want to watch body language, look for any sign of either dog being aggressive, growling, anything like that. I prefer, she's your dog, so I'm not going to put her in that position to fail, where she could potentially, get in a fight with another dog or something like that. It's my responsibility to make sure she's safe and secure and learning while she's here, not running around with a bunch of random dogs. So she's doing really well with it. She doesn't have any dog aggression that I can see. She's not overly reactive. She's interested, sure. She's having a look. But it's not like she's lunging on the leash at them. She's not barking and whining and pulling and trying to get at them. And part of that is I'm not giving her the opportunity to do that. So just be aware of all that stuff. And as you get out and work her, and I always suggest you start off slow. Don't, first day, take her out to the busiest place you can find. You need to get your confidence up, so you're confident in handling her, that you're confident in making corrections, and that, you really know what you're doing before you, start to put her to the test. But she certainly knows what to do. Yeah, so we're going to enjoy a little bit more time here on the trail. Let her have a good sniff around. She deserves it. After a harrowing time in town, she much prefers this kind of environment. But all in all, just a great day with Miss Duchess. Come. Sit. Good, calm. Break. Just a couple things I wanted to add on. So now that she's been out here for a while, she's had a bunch of break time, running around in the stream, a bunch of recalls. Like, she's settled right in. So I've turned my base level now down to 10 because she's responding really well now. The excitement of the new place is kind of worn off. What I want to show you is that if we're hiking along and I say, break! Now, if she wants to walk over there, or up there, or over there, or whatever, that's no problem. She can do that because I've released her. But as soon as I tell her to H-E-E-L, I expect her to get back in that position. I don't know whether she learned to spell or what, but she's just decided to do it on her own. So, can you have her walk just around you without having her heel? The answer is yes. You just break her, you keep walking, and, keep an eye on her, obviously, but she doesn't have to be right at your side. But once you give her that heel command, she needs to be right at your side. So let's try it again. She might be a little tuckered out. Break! Yeah, she's got no real interest in taking off. But again, I have not told her to heel yet. So, wherever, she can walk wherever she wants until I give her that command. And then once I give her the command, Once I give her any command, then she's under my complete control until I release her again. And that's kind of the key to it, is that when you're controlling her, make sure you control her. And then, you know, do the release. Go be a dog. Sniff around, play around, do whatever you want. And I think that's, it works for the dogs. It certainly works for us. Gives you a nice, happy balance. So she can have the freedom to sniff and run around and do what she wants. But she also knows that you're in control. Let's try again and see if she'll break. Break! So there, I just did it a little more exciting. I kind of moved forward, encouraging her to break. And now she can just do her thing.